This video is inspired by Brittany Loves Reading. She did this Goodreads cleanup wherein she read all of the books in her currently reading list, and I plan to do the same. Okay, so as for my TBR, this will last from the end of January until the whole of February. So by February, my goal is to finish all of the currently reading list on Goodreads. Okay, so I can do this. Okay, so the first book is Macbeth by William Shakespeare, basically about the sergeant who receives a fortune from three witches. They tell him that he will become king, and Macbeth gets this idea that maybe I should kill the current king so I can be king, basically like that. Second book is Harry Potter. It's going to be a reread of this very first copy that I got back when I was 10 years old from my mom, and I'm going to be annotating this, so I'm very excited. It's the very old copy, a very stiff paperback. Look at it, it's actually doing this thing already. And the pages are so tanned, but you know what? I just want to. The Virgin Suicides by Jeffrey Eugenides. I've been reading this for a bit, so I'm already over here. So far liking it. I think I'm gonna finish it. It's about 5 girls who take their lives, and this story is viewed from the perspective of the men, their neighbors, the young kids, the young teenagers who are in love with them, and they just want to figure out why they took their lives. And if you want to see like the tabs that I use are these colors, so really pretty. Okay, the next book is Alice in Wonderland. I've never read this original one. I've watched the cartoon Disney movie, of course, like everybody else, but so far over here I am loving it, especially chapter 6. I think chapter 6 is when you read it. Oh, chapter 7, when you read chapter 7, it's like you're high. You're on drugs. That's how it feels. But it's really funny and very true. And I'm very excited to finally pick this up because look, it's a very pretty Barnes & Noble copy. And if anyone is wondering, no, I don't write directly on these pretty books. I just use Post-its because I can't write on pretty books. Fifth book is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I have it on plastic because this copy is somewhat very papery, and I'm scared if I wet it, it's gonna... But I use a plastic, but I didn't put tape on it, so it's just like an extra protection. But anyway, I digress. This is about a man who is very beautiful, young, beautiful, and he knows that his youth and his beauty is all he has. So he then wishes that a portrait of him will get old, get the wrinkles, get ugly instead of him. So I'm not sure where that's gonna go, but I have like annotated already a lot of ideas, and I have a lot of scribbles on it already. It was getting so good, and what I do when the book gets so good, I stop reading it because I don't want it to finish yet. Sixth book is Us by David Nichols. This is about a guy who his wife tells him that she wants a divorce, and he wants to, of course, reverse that, and they go on a trip to Europe with their son. And this book is pretty funny. David Nichols is the author of One Day, which I did not like the movie of, though I have not read the novel. But anyway, it's very funny. It's hilarious. Like, I literally laughed out loud. The descriptions are so nice, but what made me stop reading it is, I don't know, I was just not feeling it that moment, though it was really making me laugh. So I'm almost like 1/4 of the way through, and I might push through by the end of February to finish this. And I bought this for 70 pesos. So that's great. This one. It Ends With Us. It's very controversial right now. I read this years and years ago. I remember only the reason why the book is called It Ends With Us. I don't remember anything else that happens. Of course, people say it's about domestic abuse, romanticizing abuse, and I want to see for myself if it actually does that, or if the internet is just actually... Sometimes it overreacts and tries to think that something is not what it really is, you know? I just want to see for myself, okay? I want to see. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and I know I'm gonna love this. This is from my Tita Jonah. I started it a little bit and I laughed. I was laughing, I was intrigued, but then, like I said, when a book gets good, I stop reading it because I don't want it to end. But this time, I have to do it. I have to submerge myself into this book, be okay that it's gonna end, enjoy the ride, annotate it, love it. So those are the 8 books that is in the TBR for the end of January until the whole of February. And if I can finish it like by the middle of February, that would be better. I would be happy with that. And I did not like read them out in any particular order. I might just try to finish them depending on how far I've been. Yeah, so maybe this will go first, Alice in Wonderland. I'll just feel it out. Okay, so anyway, I will be posting the weekly reading updates. It's gonna be part of this TBR 0, so I'm really happy that Brittany loves reading, inspired me to do this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye! That was awkward.